Hello friend, good morning. My name is Ezra Natanael Supusepa. In here I can describe about Yogyakarta virtual tour, especially in Tugu Jogja, Malioboro, and alun-alun Kidul Yogyakarta. Keep watching.
Tugu Jogja, the most popular landmark in Yogyakarta. Tugu Jogja or the Jogja Monument becomes the landmark that is closely linked to Yogyakarta. There is tradition to hug and kiss this monument after finishing the study in a university. Tugu Jogja is the popular landmark of Yogyakarta. This monument is located right in the center of the crossroad between the Mangkubumi, Sudirman, AM Sangaji, and Diponegoro roads. Tugu Jogja, that is almost 3 centuries old, has a very deep meaning, and it keeps some history records of Yogyakarta. Tugu Jogja was built around 1 year after the construction of Yogyakarta Kingdom. At the early time of its construction, clearly described the philosophy of the unity of God's creatures. That means the spirit of togetherness of lay people and authorities to fight colonials. In Japanese term, the spirit of togetherness is called Kolonggilik. That is clearly described in the construction of the monument. The pole of gilik cylinder form and the top part is column rounded. This monument was known as Tugu Kolonggilik. In details, the monument was originally constructed in the form a cylindrical pole with conical form upwards, the base and encircling fence, while the top is rounded. The primary height of the monument was 25 meters. Everything changed when on Monday, 10 June 1867, a big earthquake in Yogyakarta ruined the monument. The collapse of the monument was the transition time when the unity was not really reflect on the monument. The situation changed totally when in 1889 the Dutch government renovated the monument. The monument was constructed as a square with each side being decorated with a kind of inscription containing the names of people who were involved in the renovation. The top portion is no longer rounded but a point cone. The height of the monument is also lower, namely 15 meters. Since then, this monument was also called as the White Pole or Tugu Pole Putih with Pole Monument. The renovation of the monument was actually the tactic used by the Dutch colonial to erase the philosophy of togetherness between lay people and the king. Learning from the result of the struggle afterwards, however, the effort did not seem to be successful. Malioboro, Jogja. Malioboro is the most famous street in Yogyakarta, located in the heart of Yogyakarta. This is the city's main street. Malioboro, the biggest sub-center. Malioboro is the biggest shopping center in Yogyakarta. Malioboro is also where shopping is set for a recreation place. There are many interesting places in Malioboro like bistro, hotel, mall, restaurant, and many more. It is a good place for spending a lot of money. There are many facilities there like mosque, toilet, and etc. It's free to use. In Malioboro, the tourists can choose what they want because there's so many variety stores. If you want to buy clothes, you can to this store or mall. Or if you want to buy some special snack from Jogja like bakpia batok, you can buy it in special snack store that can found along in Malioboro street. If you are after some batik to take home as a souvenir, then Malioboro is the right place for you. From house dresses for small batik wear, the street has them all. Batik can also be made into bags, tablecloths, bed sheets, pillow covers, and wool, lot more. Kota Gede is the silver workshop center. Malioboro is the place to buy souvenirs with jewelry, bags, keychains, pastors, as well as a lot more that you will find here. The best way to take in the sights of Malioboro is on foot. Stalls and stores line up the streets. There are so many wares to choose from here that you just might need to return to next day to finish all your shopping. If you plan to spend a night in Malioboro, there are hotels to suit all budget here. In the evening, several open-air street-side restaurants called Lesehan operate along street. Local food is sold on the side of the road and includes gudeg, stick, tea, coffee, and juice. You can choose whatever food you like from the Lesehan vendors, put it on a plate, then sit on the footpath and enjoy. This is a street of the artists, street musicians, painters, and other artists exhibit their creation on this route. At night, the street comes alive. Enjoy your meal while taking in Malioboro's vibrant nightlife. It's an experience you shall not forget. Malioboro is the famous street in Yogyakarta, located in the heart of Yogyakarta. This is the city main street and was the ceremonial venue for the Sultan to pass through on his way to and from the Keraton. During such occasion, Malioboro will be festively decorated with flowers. Some say that the name Malioboro derived from the name of British Governor Malioboro from the era when Britain ruled the archipelago between 1811 until 1816.
Jatuh cinta, pasrahkan diri padamu, eratkan pelukan, hangatnya Yogyakarta, dan ku nikmati cinta, tak lepas diriku kau cumbu, pelan habiskan.
Alun-alun Kidul, Yogyakarta. At night, the southern city square located behind the King's Palace is always full of people looking for affordable amusement. The flickering lamp of odong-odong driven around the square adds to merry. Japanese traditional architecture holds a principle known as Catur Gatra Tunggal. Catur meaning is Japanese for Gatra, which means four elements in one single integrity. The principle is manifest in the architecture of Yogyakarta, the real King's Palace, with some comprise a palace, a mosque, a city square, and a traditional market. Each of the place function as the center of authority, prayer, and worship, social activities, and economic activities, respectively. Yogyakarta has two city square, one located in front of the palace, known as Alun-Alun Utara, while the other one is located behind the palace and is known as Alun-Alun Selatan, or Southern City Square. The King Palace is itself situated at a spot along imaginary line connecting Mount Merapi, the King's Palace, and Parangtritis Beach. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.